Which 10 Hall of Fame QBs is he better than? That's a ridiculous statement. That can't possibly be true. Mocha. Jim Kelly? Really? Not even close. Jim Kelly was a pioneer.
I could just have a bottle. Does Professor Black come?
Yeah. Anybody who looks at like box score stats to determine who the better quarterbacks are, like you're that's stupid. Especially when you're trying to compare really old quarterbacks across eras. Like that's not how this works. That's not even close. Like there's this one Cowboys fan. He's kind of a big deal on the internet who actually tried to defend Dak Prescott a couple weeks ago by posting his stats from his first 7 years in the league compared to Peyton Manning's, and Dak's stats were better. And I'm like, and it's like, if you actually believe that's actually like a genuine good faith comparison, then you don't have a brain. Like, if you actually don't understand why that's a terrible attempt to big brain your way into convincing yourself that Dak Prescott is elite, then you are stupid as hell.
Hello, Grace. What are you doing here?
Nice to see you. Thank you again for your help at the lake. I've become quite good at Summoner's Court, and I'm waiting for my next opponent. I suppose that's you.
I suppose so.
Shall we begin?
I'm game.
Well, let's see what you're made of. Akia. You didn't see that.
Akia.
What a remarkable shot! Akia.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, even Cowboys fans were like, dude, you can't honestly believe this is a good point. You can't honestly believe this is a fair and salient point. Although, in fairness, most Cowboys fans hate Dak now anyway, so whatever.
Accio!
Impressive. Well, it appears I've been bested. Well done! Diving, Summoner's Court. Seems there's nothing you can't do.
You played a good game, though, Grace.
I did play rather well, didn't I? Only one student
Really?
has ever beaten me. She's very good. But if you play the way you did against me, you might stand a chance.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Okay, how should I put this? I'm not buying it. Oh! Right. And then in 2005, they redid the defensive contact, illegal contact rules, so it was a lot harder to play defense on receivers.
Wonder who lives here.
Like, I'm pretty sure, like, Blake Bortles has had a season that's about as good as any season that, like, Johnny Unitas ever had. Like, what Blake Bortles did in 2017 might be as good or better as any Johnny Unitas season.
I've always said that.
You're here. I have good news. We do not have any of Ranrock's loyalists to contend with. Of course, the bad news is that it's likely because they no longer need to track the Keepers for information.
Revelio.
This place could do with a bit of pruning.
Confringo.
Let's look around. Is that a... It is. I believe I know what must be done. Do you recognize the head sculpted there?
It looks like a grap horn.
And the prints carved into the ground lead me to believe that a grap horn will somehow open the way forward.
That's what Professor Rackham meant when he spoke of my needing an ability to interact with beasts.
It would seem so. I do know that the last of a long dynasty of grap horns lives nearby. They call him the Lord of the Shore. I suspect you'll need to bring him here. What happens next, I can't say.
If that's what must be done, I'll do it.
Excellent. I know this area well enough. When you see the remains of a large sea creature, you're in the right place. Now, Professor Rackham made it clear that you must engage with any beast that is part of this trial on your own. So I shall wish you good luck and wait for your return in the map chamber.
Goodness. Not a party to attend by myself. This must be the place. I know a Merlin trial when I see one. Confringo! Confringo!
I feel, well, that kind of happened with Malik Willis last year, it felt like, and then nobody viewed him as being anything more than a third rounder. But I feel like things were said.
Abandoned long
Like,
ago.
some
no
people
doubt.
thought Malik Willis was going to go in the top 3, and then he didn't even, barely went in the top 100. Like, that's kind of similar, isn't it?
Confringo!
Yeah, I'm kind of at the point where I expect him to go top 10. I don't think he should, but I think he will. I'm starting to feel like he goes top 10.
Confringo!
Would take him at 20, I guess. I guess I'd be okay with taking him at 20, but man, I don't think anybody's going to talk me into taking him at 5 ever. That's a hard pill to swallow. How many are there? Ah. Please be the last one.
Merlin
There we
himself would be proud.
Austin.
Very well, Lord of the Shore. Show yourself.
Whoa, not okay. Well, obviously.
Bombarda.
Hey, Chris. Yeah. I don't know where that comes from. My understanding was we liked him a lot.
I didn't think I could take one. Can't we talk about this? Glaciers. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Confringo.
Yeah, he's weird. But I didn't see anything there that made me, like, think, oh, I don't want him now. How you doing, Chris?
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Bombada! Glacius! Depult!
Jesus.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Bombarda!
Yeah, I'm fine with Cross. Man. I need more potions. I may need to go mix a ton of potions in the room of requirement after this is done. Maybe I should do that now. I'm gonna brew up a ton of these, so this will take a little bit of time. Dude, if you stream on... If you, like, do shit like stream on YouTube, especially when your audience gets big enough, you start dealing with people just saying the stupidest stuff. Like, I can't believe some of the dumbass comments that I get sometimes, and it's like, wow, this is exhausting. Like, that's just inevitably going to happen when you get hundreds of people on your content. Some of them are going to just be, like, completely brain dead. Like, I had some guy actually ping me on Twitter a month ago trying to tell me that the Broncos don't regret the Wilson extension because it's not that much money. Or something, and dead money doesn't matter because the owners are rich. It was like... Really weird. And then he actually was like, you should take down the video you just posted because it has misleading information. And then he posted on my video a few days ago that Geno Smith is terrible and nobody would trade even a 7th round pick for him. And I'm just like, man, I wish you told me you were a moron before I actually engaged with your stupid ass on Twitter. Like, I wasted my time discussing things with a complete retard. And it's like, man, that time could have been better spent somewhere else. Just tell me you're stupid next time. It's fine. We can't all be smart. You're just one of the dumb ones. Like, just say it, dude. Don't waste other people's time. You know what? I mean, honestly, lately, I've just decided to not deal with it. I've just decided to, like, I'm just blocking people now. I'm not entertaining dumb comments and questions anymore. I'm just not. I did it for a long time, but now at this point, it's like, why? I have such a big audience. I don't need to cling on to every single one when they're stupid and obnoxious. Man, I still don't even have 20. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. Give me a few minutes, and we will continue on when I get back. Okay, I am back. Welcome back. But yeah, I don't know. And you know, I'll say this. I don't agree with the Jalen Carter slander at all, but I think it's at least defensible. It's not completely, like, pulled out of somebody's butt. It's possible. But my problem is that it implies that there is a player out there who is the perfect prospect, who has no red flags and is guaranteed to be a superstar. That guy doesn't exist. Maybe he exists, but he doesn't exist in this draft class.
I don't like the looks of that encampment.
Like, sometimes you run into a guy, it's very rare, who you just know is going to be great. Like, there's no doubt about it, he's going to be a great player. But there aren't any of those in this class. And there aren't any of those in most classes.
Turn my back for 1 second and what happened? Calamity. The very moment I don't
So,
have every one of you.
whoever you take, there are concerns. That's my problem with the Jalen Carter stuff. I think I am Santi. You can look it up on the IGN walkthrough. You can look at the mission names. They have like the main quest list in order, and I'm up to San Bakar's trial, and I believe it's near the end.
You are a fierce one. Bombarder!
Timing it, it's not that bad. Might beat Hogwarts tonight. We'll see. I'm gonna go for it and we'll see. Like, it's a really good game, but I am ready to move on to other things. I have other things I need to get to, so I'm definitely not against like just focusing on it. I'll have some time tomorrow to beat it. Oh shit. Yeah, I want to start Horizon. And I need to finish Fire Emblem to do Horizon. Well, isn't Spider-Man like a 10-hour game? How do you play that and not beat it?
Can't we talk about this?
oh wait, that's first stage. Never mind. I was like, how did he die already? He didn't. Oh, okay, I see. I'm probably going to play Miles Morales later this year, but I'm expecting to beat it in like 2 or 3 days. Apparently, Horizon did very poorly when it got PC ported. The original Horizon, not the new one. It got ported to PC a while ago, and apparently it sold really poorly. And because of that, like, Bloodborne probably won't get ported. And other PlayStation exclusives might not as well. So that's kind of interesting. Because that was a big thing when Horizon got ported. Those spells just don't do. Well, the problem with Bloodborne is that everybody who wants to play it probably already played it. Like, even if you're not a PlayStation gamer, if you really wanted to play Bloodborne, you probably played it by now. I think that would be the counter-argument. Hey, Wiley Denver, what's up?
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Bombarda!
Obvious bait.
I need your help, friend.
I think Sekiro's the best FromSoft game. That game really impressed me, and I didn't expect to like it as much as I did.
I need to race now, my friend. Poachers. Let's see how the Lord of the Shore feels about his neighborhood being invaded. Slow down now.
Reducto!
There we go.
That goblin helm you pilfered.
Confringo! Never seen someone with such an army of foliage.
Touch you.
Would you be needing a hippogriff for anyhow?
Confringo!
It'll take more than this to stop you off the shore.
Rookwoods don't go down easy.
I should investigate. We're crossing that bridge whether you like it or not.
Protego! Now you're just getting on my nerves. Incendio! Expulso!
Done.
Casting the full body blind curse on all of my colleagues. I know a body blind too. It's called a grave.
Must have been imagining things.
Levioso!
Time for you all to clear out.
You're not doing anything unforgivable. Expulso!
Faster!
Oh, whoa, I didn't know I could do that. Awesome. Wait a minute, is that the whole trial? I mean, that wasn't easy or anything, but I was expecting like a pain in the arse puzzle.
Professor Rackham was right to have had faith in you. My memories should answer any questions you may have about the power you will need to protect.
Thank you, Professor Bakar. I shall see you back in the map chamber.
Beta.
Hello? Isadora? Isadora? Mr. Morgan, Mr. Morgan?
Son, I'm glad you're here. Isadora was not at her home.
I know.
Her father... Percival.
What is it?
It is as though he was stripped not only of his pain, but of all emotion.
Everything is much worse than I feared. Neve was right. Isadora hasn't stopped. I've just learned that she has been wielding that magic on students.
We must gather the others.
Avengers assemble!
I need you to return to your common room, all right?
He seems a little bit out of it already, honestly. That's actually pretty good, Beta. Maybe 2 for 15. Somewhere around there, you're right. 3 for 21.
What have you done?
Take a breath.
Students, Isadora.
Everyone feels pain. And why? Because of your arrogance? Your obsession with secrets? He won't suffer any longer. Not my father, not my students, no one.
Isadora, set down your wand.
Professor, you taught me to hone my power, not throw it away.
I did not teach you this. Expelliarmus!
Nice blocking, assholes. You guys suck. Oh, wow. Well, I guess we'll just never have to speak of that again, huh?
She's alive.
You couldn't use, like, a stunning spell or something? Like, I don't know if that was really necessary, but I'm not mad at you. I'm just like, really? Well, here's the thing. Even if it's under 10 million for Wagner, we're going to have to get creative with the contract in a way that makes us uncomfortable. Especially right now with Jody Allen clearly planning on selling in the near future.
The caverns below Hogwarts, where you fought Isadora. Is that the location of the final repository?
It is. You see, we could not destroy the strands of emotion Isadora had stolen from so many. So we did all that we could to keep them safe. We also realized that until they could be destroyed, the magic used to create them was a danger to wizard kind. Hence, we became keepers. Keepers of an unfathomable secret. We knew that someday, one with the ability to see traces of ancient magic might be seduced by its power. We built the trials to lead that person to us, to allow them to prove themselves worthy of the knowledge we'd kept hidden and the responsibility that accompanies it.
Have I not proven myself, Professor? I need to get to that repository before Ranrock does.
You have, and you will. But the
No, that's
repository
correct,
is
Beta.
protected by powerful ancient magic. To enter, you must craft a special wand from the 4 artifacts you found above our pensives.
So the repository is safe from Ranrock for now.
If he is, as you suspect, capable of using the power of the other repository, I fear he will be able to breach our defenses.
Then I must go now and craft this wand. Perhaps Mr. Ollivander will help me.
Another Ollivander? I'm not surprised. As I am sure he will tell you, this wand may be used for only one purpose. Return with the wand, and we will open the way forward.
Well,
I shall send an hour
maybe they're going to
ahead
try to trade him to
Ollivander.
Bill O'Brien or
Whilst
something.
you
He would
visit
probably
him,
do it.
I'll reach out to Professor Weasley.
Professor Weasley?
Yes. I may have made an error in judgment by not informing her of Ranrock's intentions earlier. I only hope it's not too late. If Ranrock really is going to try to drill below Hogwarts, we'll need all the help we can get.
All right, Professor. I'll see you soon.
I certainly wouldn't trade for him. I don't know why anyone would, but somebody's going to be dumb. I don't think it's that good. So I got a bigger video going live tomorrow morning. I usually don't like to post videos this long anymore, but sometimes you just gotta. It's going to be another off-season roadmap. If they were going to tank for Caleb Williams, would Sean McVay stay? Wouldn't he leave if he knew he was going to have to deal with tanking? I don't feel like Sean McVay would come back if he... I don't know, man. I mean, he was already basically saying he felt burnt out. By the way, here's the thing. It might not even work. You could tank for Caleb Williams and end up with the number 3 pick. Very easily. That stuff happens all the time. And then you get maybe another really good quarterback like May, but it's not the same.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the Centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
I'm not sure about this. I can't imagine they're fond of being surprised.
We don't have a choice if we want to help the Snidgets. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
Speaking of secrets, I do want to tell you why Victor Rookwood's after me. He's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock's after something I found at Gringotts.
Yeah, but here's the
They
thing.
had a
The
portkey
players
that
that
led
you
us there
do
after the
have
dragon attack.
are going to be trying hard.
It's a bit of a long story, and Figs asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly
Like,
helps explain a bit
look
about
how
what
good
we
the
saw back
Rams
at
played
Horntail
with all their
Hall.
backups in that
Of
Broncos
course, I'll
game. You're
guard
going to
your
get some
secret
games
as
like
if
that.
it were my own. Even the Centaurs won't know.
We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
Oh. Frame rate, frame rate. Oh my god. Holy shit, my frame
What
rate
do you think you're
crapped
doing
itself.
here, humans?
Please! We
There
were
we go.
hoping to speak with you.
Ah, I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Please get corrected quickly.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
Thank God, we found the one reasonable centaur.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
The Rams last year were basically tanking, and they still found a way to win some games.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Yeah. Well, honestly, the only big interaction we ever got with the book centaurs was book 1, right? And they were dealing with an 11-year-old kid, so of course they weren't going to be that bad. But they didn't seem as nasty as they seem in this game. I thought they just showed up to take umbrage away. Did they say anything in Book 5? Did they have any real dialogue, or did they just show up to drag away umbrage?
Incipio! Cufringo!
I want the light go out of your eye.
Confringo!
Confringo! Reducto!
Incipio!
Confringo!
Confringo!
Well, in Book 5, I know a centaur became the astrology teacher, or the astronomy teacher for a little bit, if that counts.
Reducto! Confringo! Back for move!
Hey, dudes. You know, it's funny. Order of the Phoenix is the biggest book, but it has one of the shortest movies.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Like, Goblet of Fire, I remember. They basically skipped everything with Barty Crouch Jr. and super streamlined it. And that movie's long. And they still had to cut almost all of the Barty Crouch Jr. stuff. They completely changed all of that. They cut out the World Cup. They cut out the first couple chapters at the Burrow and the Dursleys. They cut out all of Hermione's house elf garbage. Yeah, they had to cut out a ton. And it's still a long movie.
Are you familiar with the hamlet of Irondale? It's south of the castle. I think the cave that Doran wanted us to find is near there.
Natty, is everything all right?
There are times when my father's absence drifts to the back of my mind, and I feel peace for a day or two. But this is not one of those times. I miss him. I miss running with him. I miss Mattibeleland. He should still be here. And it's my fault that he isn't.
I'm sorry, Natty. I wish there was something I could do to help.
You have done plenty. In fact, many of my good days are good because of you. The bad days, however, I believe I would feel less helpless if I could truly put an end to Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's miserable lot. Each day
No,
they
that was
remain
book
free,
7,
they
Chris.
do more damage, leaving people like Archie Bickle to suffer the consequences.
I agree, Natty. We'll get them. I've never seen someone so committed to a cause.
Thank you. I believe we will get them, beginning with Harlow. Thank you for speaking with me. It was very helpful.
Revelio.
Well, I think the events of Book 5 are, while it's a big book, it's very easy to take, like, three or, like a 3-chapter segment from the book and reduce it down to a 4-minute scene in the movie. Like, everything from the intro of that book is in the movie, but instead of spending 4 chapters on it, they blow through it in a way that is still good and effective. And gets the point across. Like, I remember reading that Sorcerer's Stone was apparently really hard to adapt into a movie because of the structure of the story. But Chamber of Secrets was really easy to adapt to a movie because of the structure fit with what a movie should be.
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
Sebastian has gone too far. You saw what lies in the catacomb. I cannot stay here.
Wait, Anne, please.
Ominous. He was
On,
willing to
give
put
me
the
your feet
whole
pics.
hamlet and himself in danger on the chance that some old relic could help to heal me. I'm sorry, Ominous.
I mean, is the second is the second movie
I'm glad you're here.
worse than the first movie, or are they both just kind of, you know, extremely safe and sterile attempts to adapt it to the big screen in a way that would be unoffensive but not particularly bold?
I received your owl.
I don't know.
Where's Sebastian?
Inside the catacomb. Frankly, I was surprised you weren't with him.
Ominous,
Stop. You swore you wouldn't let Sebastian take this one step further. Yet here we are.
He won't listen to reason.
I should have stopped him before. Sebastian's in real trouble now. I'm going back into the catacomb to find him. Anne's right. He and the entire hamlet are in danger. The place is crawling with Inferi.
Inferi? What are you talking about?
You'll see. We need to hurry. Sebastian must not be in his right mind.
Yeah.
Last time we were here, this place was crawling with spiders.
Apparently,
worse.
apparently Harry Potter purists don't like the Prisoner of Azkaban movie. That one has some real style to it, though, man. That one has some real style to it.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa.
Where was Sebastian when you and Anne found him?
Just ahead. In the great room.
Confringo! Fringo! Expelliarmus! Leviosa!
Renowned Rivers, welcome to the channel. Thank you for the follow.
Confringo! Bombarda! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Glacius! Confringo!
And I'll say this.
Confringo!
I have, it's not my favorite, but I have a ton of respect for the last movie, Deathly Hallows Part 2, because it adapts a really shitty book, and Part 1 being really shitty, and that movie still ends up being good. Like, that's not easy. Like, it's adapting a crappy book. It's a sequel to a crappy Part 1, and it ends up working pretty well. Like, respect, man.
There weren't this many Inferi before.
And there's no sign of Sebastian.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Confringo!
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Flipendo! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Confringo! Stupefy! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Descendo! Depulso!
Yeah. I actually feel like they did a pretty good job.
Hold on a moment. I was so worried about Sebastian, I didn't even
fixing
realize.
problems with the
Anne's
book
gone to
in that
get
movie.
Solomon. When she first saw the Inferi, she thought Sebastian was being attacked. But then he showed her the relic and said he'd learned how to use it.
The carvings on the relic were Inferi, and Sebastian somehow created them.
Not exactly. He's controlling them. This is powerful dark magic. Creating Inferi is incredibly difficult, but controlling them... As Anne and I frantically barricaded the Inferi to keep them from escaping, Sebastian kept mumbling about healing Anne. When Anne said she couldn't stay here, I didn't realize what she meant.
Solomon threatened to go to the headmaster if he heard of Sebastian dealing with dark magic.
I need to get to Hogwarts. I must get to Professor Black first. Twist the story a bit, make him think it's a family fight. I'll be back as soon as I can. See if you can talk some sense into Sebastian.
Like, they actually made Harry
Be
versus Voldemort like an epic fight, instead of just making it a dumb math equation, and have, like, Harry monologue at Voldemort why he's going to win.
Accio!
Which is really, really stupid. Like, Harry literally explains why Voldemort can't kill him, right? Like, literally tells him, this is exactly why you can't kill me. I am the master of the Elder Wand. If you try to kill me, you're going to die. What if Voldemort just said, oh, okay, I believe you. I guess I'll just leave. Like, what if Voldemort used his brain and was like, oh, okay, then I guess I'll just go. And I'll go get, like, an AK-47 and just shoot you with it. Like, I hate, like, I hate that stuff so much. Yeah, that is true, Nugash. That is true. He wanted to leave after the second movie. And then Rowling convinced him. Will say I don't completely buy the way Rowling did it. But I actually buy the way that Rickman did it. I think Rickman pulls it off better than and more believably than Rowling even did. Yeah, that kind of stuff just drives me crazy. It's like in Revenge of the Sith, when Obi-Wan says, it's over, Anakin, I have the high ground. Like, what if Anakin just says, oh, okay, I guess I'll just leave? Because Obi-Wan is there to kill him. Right? Like, why would Obi-Wan say that?
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Potato! Stupefy! Bombarda! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! These Inferi seem far from controlled. Protego! Confringo!
I thought the Obi-Wan series was okay. I didn't love it or anything. It had real problems, but it at least had some nice parts.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Accio!
We're like, yeah, that's my general problem with the Star Wars stuff on Disney Plus. It seems so low budget, and I know Disney can afford to make their shit look good, and they don't. Like, Boba Fett looks like it was made on a $20 budget sometimes. Pisses me off.
Confringo! Accio! Capulso! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Arresto Momentum! Confringo!
At least thought Obi-Wan had good parts. I appreciated some of it. But I don't know. Disney needs to sell Star Wars.
Depulso! Accio!
Disney needs to give Star Wars to somebody who will put more effort into it. Apparently Andor's good, but I haven't seen it yet. I've heard Andor's fun.
Revelio! Depulso! Accio! Confringo!
I need to find a safe way across.
Revelio!
The heck is he?
Accio!
The Inferi. They're everywhere.
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Bombarda. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Bombarda. Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Best to worst Harry Potter movies. 4, 3, 6, 5, 8, 1, 2, 7, something like that. I don't know. I'd have to think about it a little bit more.
Confringo. Potato. Confringo. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Potato. Confringo. Bombarda.
Like, one thing I like of Prisoner of Azkaban, the movie, is that it does a good job of it's a great illustration of how I think Rickman actually did a good job with Snape, because after reading the whole series and really thinking about it, I think Snape is way too nasty for what Rowling ultimately went for with the character. Like, Rickman is just kind of grouchy, and that works pretty well for what ends up happening. The Snape in the books, I don't really buy that Harry would forgive him to the degree that he does. I don't really buy it. He is so pointlessly nasty to Harry and pretty much everybody that I kind of don't buy it at the end when he decides to name his kid after Snape. It's like, okay, you know, you can have a quiet respect for the man, but he's still a huge piece of shit. In the movies, that actually flows pretty decently, I think.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Glacius.
Like, Snape in the Prisoner of Azkaban book is incredibly just mean.
Accio.
In a way that I think kind of ultimately disarms the final Snape twist. And in the movie, he's actually not that bad. Actually, in all the movies, he's not that bad. He's meaner than the other teachers, but he's not that, like, he's not that unfair.
Revelio.
There has been one explanation for Snape in the books that made sense to me. He needed everybody he needed to treat Harry like shit, so when Voldemort came back and people reported to Voldemort about how he treated Harry, it would look like he still hated Harry. So he had to take it up to 11. Like, maybe that's a reasonable excuse. Like, maybe that makes it work. Like, he just had to be a humongous POS at all times so he could sell it to Voldemort later. Well, the thing is, Voldemort can read Harry's mind. So, however he acts in front of Harry, Voldemort gets to see. That's the only explanation that ever made any sense to me.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
In the movies, he just seems a little grumpy and irritated.
Isn't this incredible?
Alright guys, before I talk to this doofus and try to talk him off the ledge here, or, well, not really talk off the ledge, I'm going to take a short break. I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. Alright, cool. Anyway, so, I mean, don't get me wrong, Snape is my favorite character in Harry Potter. I think he's an amazing character, actually. But part of him being an amazing character is he's still a bad person, right? Like, he became a villain because he believed what the villains believed. He believed in he believed in pure blood supremacy and killing muggles and purging mudbloods and etc., right? And he didn't switch to the good side because he had some come to Jesus moment where he realized that being a bully and a bigot was wrong. He switched because he never got laid. Yeah, I know. Okay, yeah, everything that Snape did in the book, I think Snape is a brilliant character, and I think Rowling handled all that brilliantly. What I don't buy is that Harry would admire him so much at the end of the story. Like, I think that at the end of the story, Harry might be like, okay, I respect that. That must have been really hard for him to do. We couldn't have won without him, but I'm not going to name my fucking kid after him. What was the worst thing he did in the books that wasn't in the movies? Huh, okay, so let me think here. Just as an example, like in the third book, Neville is trying to brew a potion in his class and he sucks at it. He sucks at potions. So Snape says, okay, whatever you brew at the end of the class, I'm going to feed it to your pet frog. So if you screw it up, your pet frog is going to die. So then Hermione, like, tells Neville what to do to fix the potion. And then at the end of the class, he feeds it to Neville's pet toad. And the toad survives. And he gets pissed off because he realized he must have cheated. Because Neville is like the worst potion person ever. Yeah, I cannot believe they actually did that prologue scene. It was literally the actors in old person makeup. He kept making up rules. Like, throughout the whole story, he's making up rules throughout the entire story so he can punish students in other houses. Like just so much stuff. He really is actually a bad person. And that's true in the movies as well. But it's a little easier to find yourself rooting for him at the end of the story, I think. In the movies, because he's not completely nasty all the time. Like, a great example is Chamber of Secrets. So, in the book, the Harry and Ron fly their car to Hogwarts, right? And they crash it into the Whomping Willow, and, you know, they get seen by a bunch of muggles and stuff, and they're in trouble. And Snape is actually really, really happy because he thinks that they're going to get expelled, and he's really, really thrilled about that. He's basically, like, celebrating because he thinks these fucking kids are finally going to get expelled. And when they don't get expelled, he's really unhappy. In the movie, the scene where he's, like, yelling at the kids for driving the car, flying the car, rather, he sounds more like an angry parent. He's like, I can't believe you guys did this and put yourself in danger like this. Like, he sounds like more like he's just concerned for their well-being. Like, that's not something the Snape in the books would have ever done. Like, little changes like that just made it flow better, I think.
Sebastian, I told you! The relic is the answer! I've been trying to reverse the dark magic that injured Anne, but this will allow me to control it! Just as I can control the Inferi.
Control? I had to fight the Inferi all the way.
What
have the two of you done? Accio Relic!
The relic! You'll pay for this!
I'm ending this now!
Confringo! Bombada! Glaciers! Arrest!
Incendio!
Sendo!
Levioso!
Defendo! Confringo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Bombarda!
Incendio!
Confringo! Glaciers! Expelliarmus!
Potato!
Confringo! Confringo! Glaciers!
Incendio!
Revelio! Arresto Momentum! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Bombarda!
Levioso!
Potato! Stupefy! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Stupefy! Stupefy! Glaciers! Expelliarmus! Bombarda!
Levioso!
Confringo! Confringo!
Now you've gone too far.
Sendo!
Levioso! Incendio!
Confringo!
Potato! Yeah!
You're supposed to protect us!
I am protecting you, you foolish boy!
No, you're not. You're trying to kill me.
Confringo! Confringo!
Stupefy! Confringo!
Sorry.
Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Glaciers!
Confringo!
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Bombarda!
Confringo!
Potato!
Incendio! Confringo!
Confringo!
Blaze!
Expelliarmus! Glaciers! Bombarda!
Now you've gone too far.
Arresto Momentum! Defendo! Confringo!
Levioso! Incendio! Confringo!
Yeah, the Snape tier reveal makes... I think it works in the books really well as the movies. And in both cases, it makes everything that Snape does and all of his actions make sense. The part that I don't buy is Harry acting like Snape is suddenly his greatest hero now. Like, he was still a piece of shit.
Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Confringo! Glaciers!
Expelliarmus. Defender. Arresto Momentum. Confringo.
Confringo.
Expelliarmus.
Protego.
Bombardo. Defender. Confringo.
Now you've gone too far.
Mr. Sallow.
How dare you! You're no friend to Polter.
Arresto Momentum. Defender. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Levio incendio.
Bombardo.
Glacial.
Protego.
Levio.
Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Bombardo. Depulso. Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Glacius.
Now you've gone too far.
Accio. Confringo. Defender. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Bombarda.
I know. This dude is a freaking brick house.
Confringo. Protego.
Sorry, you'd had to
Descendo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Confringo. Bombardo.
Levio incendio.
Confringo. Descendo. Flipendo. Expelliarmus. Bombardo.
I think you're right, Nugash. This guy's like the wizard equivalent of Jack Reacher in the TV series.
Now you've gone too far.
Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Descendo.
Glacius.
Levio incendio.
Descendo. Bombarda. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defender.
Levio incendio. Protego.
Revelio. Flipendo. Confringo.
Finally. The first Jack Reacher movie's good. I didn't really see the second
be healed,
one.
Sebastian. You must stop.
I won't let her suffer. Avada Kedavra!
Oh my god. What have I just assisted with here? What have I just assisted with? Is he gonna commit Sudoku now? Why couldn't I do that? I know that spell. I should have been able to do that. That is so unfair. But yeah, the Jack Reacher first one was good.
You've made your choice.
Yeah, I haven't seen the sequel.
Oh, Anne. What have you done?
I feel like I should have done more to rein in his murderous
get out of
impulses. I mean, he's going to jail for the rest of his life,
Can't
right?
let him leave. Sebastian, wait! Stop, Sebastian. Hold on. Confringo!
Oh, I can't? Really? Okay. You going to hell, dude.
What is it?
What do you mean, what is it?
Why wouldn't you stop? I was calling after you.
Anne won't survive this. She's withering away, inside and out. Solomon's never been there for us, not really. He gave up on Anne. I'll never give up on her. You saw him, didn't you? He was going to ruin her life. He attacked us. I had to use the killing curse. You know I did. If I hadn't known how to cast it...
He did attack us. You had no choice. It was brave, Sebastian. You clearly care more about Anne than your uncle ever did.
I knew you'd understand. I did do the right thing.
You did. I would have done the same, if I knew how.
Just want to learn the spell.
Could teach you.
No time like the present.
The killing curse won't be easy to master. As with all unforgivables, you have to mean it.
Yeah, that's probably the main stuff that got cut out,
Hold
Chris.
your one steady.
They didn't have
Focus.
Harry yelling at people
The
nearly as much,
incantation
too.
is Avada Kedavra. Your intention must be clear. I can't stay here. I need to find Ominous.
Sebastian.
Please, I'm not myself right now. Let's meet later at the Undercroft, all right?
Yeah, dude, you're a psycho. In fact, actually, you know what? What? I can't kill him?
Expelliarmus!
Damn it. That seems wildly unfair.
Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
Somebody made a mod so you can actually use Avada Kedavra on students.
Confringo! Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do? Confringo!
Apparently, Deathly Hallows Part 2 is the shortest movie in the entire series, which I guess makes sense. Because it's only doing half of the last book.
Glaciers! Confringo! Confringo!
Oh, an easel.
Aloha Mora.
A Kiesel.
Descendo!
Really? I've never been to a movie theater that did a mid-movie break. That's fascinating. I've never been to a movie theater that actually broke in the middle of the movie. That's actually a great idea. I wish theaters would do that. I have a weak bladder. I pee a lot, so I would appreciate movie breaks.
Revelio.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
One thing I read the other day is the part of Dumbledore was originally going to go to Alec Guinness, and it didn't, mostly because he didn't have much life left in him. And he did actually pass away right before filming of the first movie started. Yeah, I think movie intermissions are a great idea, but I guess they want to fit in more showings per day. Come on, where's the last one? Could you imagine how much Alec Guinness would have fucking hated playing Dumbledore? How miserable he would have been?
Off on another adventure, are we?
On, where's the last one?
Oh.
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
Well, I mean, Richard Harris doesn't look anything like Dumbledore until he's in the costume. And neither does Michael Gambon, really. Like, it's all about the outfit. Like, he thinks he hated being in Star Wars. He would have hated being in Harry Potter like 1,000 times more, I think. The kid who would go on to play the main character in the Lemony Snicket movies actually was cast as Harry Potter for one day, but then he lost the part because they realized he wasn't actually British. Come on. Isn't he Irish? Because I believe, with the exception of Christopher Columbus's daughter, every single actor who appeared in a Harry Potter film was either British or Irish. Because Rowling's initial request was every actor needs to be British, but then she decided to be a little more reasonable and said, okay, they can be either British or Irish.
Descender.
Not going to hurt you.
Ice. Just check my eyes. Yeah, in hindsight, I think that's actually probably, I mean, that's got to be the right thing to do, right? Like,
I wonder if
having
I'm safe to explore in there.
American actors in a Harry Potter movie would have been, like, looking back at it, that was definitely the right call, I think. They actually, in Philosopher's Stone, or Sorcerer's Stone, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, they casted an actor to play Peeves, and then they shot several scenes with Peeves in it. And then they decided to cut out all his scenes, so the guy who played Peeves went to the theaters to see the movie, fully expecting he was going to be in it, and only found out he wasn't in it when he actually went to the theater and watched it. Now, the person who was going to play Peeves also went on to say he thought the movie was terrible, although there might be some correlation there. I don't know. But That's got to be a really unfortunate feeling when you have to find out that way that you've been cut out of a film.
Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do?
God, I cannot find the last stone. Jesus, where the fuck is it? Whatever.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. There's Ollivander's. I hope he can help me craft the Keeper's wand.
What are we looking for today? Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
No, I'm gonna watch it after all the episodes drop.
Hello, Mr. Ollivander. I wondered if you might be able to help me with something.
Good to see you, my young Ravenclaw friend. Allow me once again to express my family's gratitude. They were pleased to learn that the wand Richard Jackdaw disappeared with those many years ago had been located, even if it was somewhat unusable.
Glad to hear it.
Now, I received an owl from Eleazar, Professor Fig. He was a bit cryptic, said you need to have a special wand crafted, that you'd bring me the materials.
Yes, sir. I have them here.
Oh, my. How extraordinary. Remarkable design. I will be honest, I have never crafted a wand in this fashion. Repaired broken wands, of course, but this is something else entirely. Keeping me on my toes, aren't you? I think I can work with what you've brought me. Let me see what I can do.
Heard it's good, yeah.
It is done.
Looks like it... Is that like a 2-foot
should
tall
warn
wand?
you, I've never seen a wand like this before. My suspicion, as Professor Fig implied in his letter, is that it serves a unique purpose. I doubt you shall find much use for it otherwise.
I understand. Thank you, sir.
I'm afraid you're on your own. I've ensured that we have a moment to ourselves. Oh, come, come. No need for such theatrics. In light of what Ranrock now knows, you must agree that our interests are aligned.
Our interests will never be aligned.
You would let goblins take what is rightfully ours? The final repository belongs to wizard kind. We would be fools not to work together. What's that you've got there? Might this sudden visit to the Wand Maker have something to do with our mutual pursuit?
Could have done that before you came out of the
idea
building.
what you're talking about.
That repository is my birthright!
Charles Rookwood wouldn't have wanted you near it.
The arrogance. Should have known better than to try and reason with a child.
Kill him now. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him.
I've always said, children should be seen and not heard.
You killed him, man. You had an opportunity.
No more happy lambs to the sky unless you wish to have back at school. Incendio!
Glacius! Bombard!
Will you hold still? My wand!
Confringo!
Rookwoods don't go down easy.
Also! Arresto momentum. Defender! Flipendo! Descendo! Confringo!
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
You'll regret crossing my path.
Expelliarmus! Protego!
Come on, too afraid to fight back? You're going to regret.
Look what you've done! You pay for it. Expulso!
Oh, you will pay for your deed.
Expelliarmus!
Flash of inspiration! You die for that.
Expulso!
Arresto momentum.
Another.
Defender! Protego! Flipendo! Capulso! Accio! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
You're no match for me.
Bombarda! Glacius!
Had enough?
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
That's mine.
Barely fell back. Confringo! Glacius! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Protego!
That's the stupid one you can do.
Confringo!
Get stupid to get out of this alive. You're going to
Expelliarmus!
Ha! A moon calf.
Glacius!
Such a jealous.
Confringo!
Oh,
Expelliarmus!
don't steal
Bombarda.
that.
You should have joined me.
You say so.
We delayed the inevitable.
Maybe.
No more happy days.
Glacius! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Confringo!
Rookwoods don't go down easy.
Confringo! Descendo! Propendo! Arresto Memento! Confringo! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Stupefy! Bombarda!
Come on, you're afraid.
Confringo! Defendo! Arresto Memento!
I know your kind. You weaken quickly.
Benito! Descendo! Propendo!
Too slow.
Confringo! Glacius!
Look what you've done. You'll pay for that. You'll need to be quicker than that.
Glacius! Protego! Confringo!
Time for some
Expelliarmus!
disarm my weapon. Feel my
Bombarda!
wrath.
Stupefy! Rebellio!
Is that the
Defendo!
Confringo?
Confringo! Are you easy? Glacius! Expelliarmus! Stupefy! Confringo!
I'll make you wish you were back at school.
Bombarda! Glacius!
Are you always this awful?
Reductor!
Descendo!
Confringo! Die for that.
Protego!
Confringo!
Blade.
Descendo! Stupefy!
Incendio!
Expelliarmus! Protego!
I'm just warming up.
Bombarda! Glacius! Confringo!
Your spells are weak. So close.
Expelliarmus!
Rookwoods don't go down easy.
Confringo!
That's stupid. You can do.
Confringo! Stupefy! Glacius! Oh, forever! Bombarda! Confringo! Fight for me! Glacius!
That's just the beginning.
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Bit shorty with your skills, aren't you, sweetheart?
Protego! Stupefy!
I'm not done with you.
Stupefy! Confringo! Bombarda!
Your knee.
Glacius!
Hardly fell it. Now you're just getting on my nerves.
Glacius! Expelliarmus!
No!
Bombarda! Protego!
Confringo!
Oh,
Glacius!
light go out of your eyes.
Expelliarmus!
Knob it.
Revelio! Flipendo!
Confringo!
Descendo!
Protego!
Confringo!
So bad.
Expelliarmus!
Coward!
Confringo!
Alright, I think we're going to have to bust out some unforgivables here.
Imperio! Upon Crucial! God bless you! Confringo! Protego! Stupefy!
Down the
Stupefy!
Protego!
Is that the best
Incendio!
Oh,
Rookwoods don't go down.
barely felt that at all.
Crucial! Imperio!
You're easier to stop than a rumble.
Confringo! Stupefy!
Confringo!
Bombarda.
Confringo.
Glacius.
I'll watch the light go out here.
Will you open that?
Confringo! You!
Damn it. Yeah, exactly, Chris. I think I need to start using my plants.
Not the best place for an unaccompanied student.
Protego!
No more Another physical beast caught in. Come!
Incendio!
Make this too easy for me. You meet yourself. And your dreams out of it.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy this.
You will pay for your deed. I conducted it. Back for more. Still, knew you were still hanging around. Your death explosion!
Stupefy. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Bombarda.
Now where did it go?
Bit obsessed.
What are your thoughts on
Electricity.
Careful.
Confringo.
You'll have to do better. Expulsion. This is not going well for you.
Bombarda.
Flash of inspiration. You made a great. Ow!
Confringo.
Want to look at no more happy days for you. I'll make you wish you were back at school. Expulsion! Deserves to be spotted. Overgrown weed. Would you stop it? Oh dear. Fighting with plants, are we?
Confringo.
Never did hear that.
Come on. Stupefy. Bombarda.
Glacius.
Is this what I take in for?
That's the stupid you can do. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
You should have joined me.
Well done, child. Confringo. Stupefy. Confringo. Confringo.
My wall.
Glacius.
I should warn you. I won't beg the same incendio colleagues.
Stupefy.
Incendio! You're easier to spot than an eruption. Confringo!
Go Stupefy.
Get out of this.
Expelliarmus.
Dare you! You cannot stop me!
Stupefy.
Held your own.
Incendio!
Crucial.
What do you need me to do?
Confringo.
Knew you were still hanging out.
Bombarda. Defender. Expelliarmus.
Beer! What was that? I've seen your... You've been nosing in the dark, haven't you? Look what you have done!
Confringo. Bombarda.
Protego!
Crucial.
Look what's done!
Imperial. Confringo.
Become personal. How delightful!
Stupefy.
I can't
All
believe
right.
it. Rookwood's reign
Did I
is
kill him?
finally over. I'll need to send an Alternati right away. For now, though, I need to get back to the map chamber and tell Fig what happened.
Did I kill him? I didn't see a body. Alls I'm saying is I didn't see a body. So I'm thinking I'm going to beat the game tomorrow. I have, I think, one main mission left. It's probably somewhat long. So I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, there's one main mission left. So... I'll probably do it tomorrow. It'll give me a little bit more time to level up and find stuff and prepare. Yes, Chris. But it's Saturday, so I can play during the day and play after the stream's over as well. No, no, I didn't want to do
Please
that.
meet me as soon as possible. I received an interesting owl from Joanna Bickle about Harlow.
No. Damn it, that one's gonna get fat. I think I fed him twice. Alright, guys. Oh. We'll see you guys in a few minutes here. Gonna take a short break. When I get back, we'll do another hour of this. I'll grind some side quest stuff. Alright, guys. What's up? Alright. Probably not going to go for too much longer. I usually go a little later than this, but I don't think I'm going to. Wait, what? The heck? Whatever. Don't matter. I think that one's gonna get fat. I keep giving him too much damn food. Okay. Let's see. I want to see how this story ends. I know that. Definitely going to go here and figure it out.
What are you up to now?
Tell me. Whisper in my ear. I won't be upset. How could I raise an eyebrow to you of anything other than pure joy?
She's devastated. She just buried your uncle alone.
I did it for her.
Sebastian, Anne can't bear the thought of turning you in, but...
What? Turn me in? She saw what happened.
I'll give you some time to think, Sebastian.
Turn me in.
Sebastian.
Did you hear that? You saw what happened. I never wanted to hurt my uncle.
I know.
I can't believe he's gone. How did things go so wrong?
I mean, you did mean it.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to... Oh, Anne, I was only trying to help. I can't leave now. Anne needs me more than ever. You understand. You can talk to Ominous. Make him understand. He listens to you. I need to be with Anne.
I don't know what to do, Sebastian.
You don't know. You do know. Anne has no one. I regret everything I did. I know what I did was wrong. I only hope she can forgive me.
He's not going
to. That
to.
everyone can forgive me. No matter what happens from here, I'm glad we met.
Poor Sebastian.
Ominous?
What a mess. I can't believe it. After I last saw you, I went straight to Hogwarts. Before I had time to talk to Black, I heard from Anne. I rushed to Feldcroft and found her with Solomon's body. She was beside herself with grief. Part of her wants Sebastian to face the consequences, another part can't bear the thought of it. I don't want to lose Sebastian, but I don't think we have a choice.
We don't have a choice. You're right. You were right the entire time.
I wish I hadn't been. If we do this, we may never see Sebastian again.
I realize that, but it's the right thing to do. He killed his uncle. We've tried to justify his actions every step of the way, but this has gone too far. It has to stop.
Very well. Leave it to me. I'll tell the headmaster. Farewell for now. I shall be in touch. Whatever lies ahead, we must face it together.
Technically, it was
That
a self-defense situation. Yeah, self-defense situation. It's 4 a.m. You're in the shower. I peek in through your window. You see me. You start screaming. You go to get your weapon. It's a self-defense situation. I can shoot you now. We don't negotiate with terrorists, and we certainly don't negotiate with their hostages. Slow.
Do you ever wish you could ride a hippogriff? I've ridden one, of course. Several, in fact. I just wondered if you knew what it was like.
I've always said that travel
I adore
broadens
the
the
hamlets near the
mind.
coast.
They're a bit down.
May as well. Okay.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Isn't Sebastian Sallow's family from Feldcroft?
Are you alright? Look like you've seen a ghost.
Ha 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 ha.
I really should look into gillyweed, although I'd still need to swim.
Going for a swim?
Goodness, no. Though I'm beginning to think I really should learn how to swim. Can't very well be liaison to the mer people if I don't know how to swim.
You're a liaison to the mer people.
Well, not technically, no. At least not yet. The position doesn't actually exist at the moment, but I have a plan to change that. I'm Nerida, by the way. Nerida Roberts. We didn't officially meet, but we duelled in the Crossed Wands Club.
Yes, of course. Good to see you again.
And you.
You seem quite interested in mer people.
I am. and they're as misunderstood and disregarded by wizard kind as goblins and centaurs are. I feel that if goblins and centaurs have liaison officers at the Ministry, then the mer people should have one too.
I'm impressed. I think reaching out to the mer people is a grand idea.
You do? Oh, thank you. Of course I haven't exactly done anything just yet. I presented them with a gift a few weeks ago, and they wanted to leave me one as well, in one of their caves. Reciprocity and an offer to visit. I tried telling them I couldn't swim, but I'm afraid that bit got lost in translation. Mermish really is tricky.
Well, I can swim and could help you if you'd like.
You'd really do that? Oh, thank you! Thank you, thank you! The last thing I want is for them to think I'd shunned their gift. Diplomacy is a delicate dance. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think you can dive down to their cave from just there in the water. I can't wait to hear about what you find. One day soon, I'll see for myself. I just know it.
Oh boy. All right, guys, I think that's going to go ahead and do it for tonight. I've left a pretty good amount to do tomorrow. And we'll be finishing the game at some point tomorrow. I don't know exactly when. I'm going to kind of play it by ear based on when people are actually present. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Video in the morning. Thanks for hanging out. Another day in the off season.